Hello student. So in this particular lecture we will discuss about the stable multivibrator using 555 IC. So what exactly mean by a stable multivibrator, that we will see. So if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel. You are getting the latest update of each and every video which I uploaded on my YouTube channel. So before that we have seen the pin diagram. Just a minute, I will take the pen. Okay, 555 IC, its pin diagram, its internal diagram working in detailed manner. We have seen each and every pin, how it works and all that. We have seen everything. So in this particular, we'll see a stable multivibrator. So you have observed that LED is on and off. This, suppose this is my LED, it will turn on for 1 second and it will turn on off for 1 second. Off for 1 second. So if this circuit you have seen, so that is totally depend on the stable multivibrator by using 555. So we'll see. This is the working. This is the internal diagram working of 555 IC. How it will. So there are two comparator we have seen. Comparator one, comparator two. This is comparator upper comparator. This is lower comparator. Okay. So this is IC SR flip flop. So how it work? SR flip flop. If 0 0, it won't work. 0 1 1 0 1 1. So from this you are getting 0. This is a forbidden state. So if my 0 1 is there, you are getting output as uh, 0, and if you are giving 1 0, you are getting at 1. Okay, so this is nothing but my output as q and q bar. Q bar you are getting 1 and 0, like this one. So like this one, S represent my q and q represent my q bar. So like this one, this SR flip flop will work. So here uh, we have observed that there is 2/3 VCC and 1/3 VCC. So my voltage is suppose 15 volt, 15 volt. So these are the series R1, R2, R3 are the series one. So here whatever the voltage is nothing but given by R divided by series is nothing but R plus R means 3R into 15 volt. So R get cancelled. That is nothing but the 1/3 of VCC. That is nothing but the 5 volt. So if it is 5 volt over here, then at this point, what is the voltage? That is 2/3. How we are getting 2/3? Suppose values are same one. That is nothing but R and R. This R and this R are the series. So 2R, 2R divided by 3R. R get cancelled into VCC. So we are getting 2/3 VCC. If 15 voltage is there, so 2/3 into 15. So 5 is equal to 10 volt. So here permanently 10 volt. If you are giving 15 volt at this time, 15 volt at this terminal. So suppose if you turn on the supply, then what will happen? This capacitor will charge via RA, RB will charge. So the capacitor via charge RA, RB up to VCC. Okay, here there is a 2/3 VCC 10 volt itself. It is going to be charged via RA and RB itself toward the VCC. So the capacitor will charge like this one. It will charge. Then what will happen if the voltage exceed this 1/3 VCC? That is nothing 2/3 VCC. 10 volt. Suppose example enable volt. Enable volt. What will happen? This comparator, its non-inverting voltage is greater than inverting, so this will turn on. Turn on means it will give output as 1. If my output is 1, and obviously it is 0 because it is again here you are getting 11 volt, so inverting is greater than non-inverting. The inverting voltage output is 0. So if 1 and 0 is there, so output is will be 1. If it is 1, so what will happen? This one means that is nothing but VCC. So this transistor will turn on. So if this transistor will turn on, this capacitor starts to discharge via RB itself. So capacitor will start to discharge. Okay, and if this is how much voltage level? 2/3 of VCC. Then this is 1/3 of VCC. How it is 1/3 VCC? We'll see. So suppose the capacitor voltage now discharging. Suppose 10 volt, then it will go for again less than 10 volt, like example. So if it is going beyond 10 volt, sorry, beyond 5 volt, suppose for example 4 volt here. So 4 volt over here, 4 volt for here. So here if inverting is greater than 0, it is 0, obviously 0. But what about this? it is non-inverting greater than inverting, so here you are getting 1. So if it is 0 and this is 1, means R is 1 and S is 0, so your output is how much? Output is how much? Q bar is equal to 1. Q bar is equal to 1 means this is 0. If it is 0, then transistor will turn off. If transistor turn off, then again this transistor, this capacitor will start to charge via RA and RB itself. So like this one cycle will repeat. This charging and discharging of capacitor will start again to 1/3 VCC and 2/3 VCC. 1/3 VCC, 2/3 VCC. Charge up to 2/3 and discharge up to 1/3. Charge up to 2/3 and discharge up to. Like this will circuit will will toggle itself. So this is all about this 2/3 VCC. This is 2/3 VCC up to 2/3 VCC, and this is 1/3 VCC. So this on and off will turn on your transistor, turn on your transistor, and LED will turn on off. So the turn on time, the T1 is given by 0.693 RA RB into C over there. RA RB into C over there. And the T2 time, that is off time, is given by 0.693 into RB into C, because it is discharging time. It is, we can say that it is charging time, and it is discharging time, because charging is given by RA and RB, and discharging given by RB into C. Okay, so if you are adding these two, so we are getting, that is nothing but 0.693 RA RB twice, that is nothing but twice RB, because in both RA and C is also common, so we are getting 0.693 RA plus twice RB into C. So if you want to calculate the overall time, you can calculate the overall time by putting the value of RA, RB and capacitor different. So this has been, we have seen. So duty cycle, so what exactly mean by duty cycle? So duty cycle is nothing but, suppose square wave is there, so on and off timing are the same one, that is nothing but on time is equal to off time, so we are getting the 50% duty cycle, because the on time is the duty cycle is given by T on divided by T on plus T off. So this will give you the duty cycle. So if both are same one, so suppose this is nothing but the 1 millisecond divided by 1 plus 1, so you are getting 1 by 2, that is nothing but the into 100 is nothing but my 50% duty cycle. So if you want to calculate duty cycle, so on time, that is nothing but the RA plus RB into C divided by RA plus total time, RA plus twice RB into C. If you are putting these values in this equation, so we are getting the total time, that is, sorry, duty cycle of this one. So this is all about the working of a stable multivibrator Python 555. So stay tuned for monostable multivibrator using 555 in detailed manner. So thank you very much for attending the lecture. Thank you.